Hello there, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than my regular videos. I say that a bit often these days, but today's video is going to be all about a product I'm sure you've seen. So today's video will be somewhat controversial, as I am going to be going in depth into the review of the SugarbearHair Women's Vegan Multivitamin. The reason why I can see this being possibly controversial is because this is considered one of those influencer Instagram companies who use high budgets and high profile influencers to sell their products based on the promise of hair growth for their original OG product, the hair gummy. No doubt if you're an Instagram user, you would have seen someone you follow and people who show up in the recommended on the explore feed shilling these small gummy bears packed full of promise. But do they deliver? Now, while I am not testing the main product they sell, the hair vitamin, due to it not being vegan, they recently released a vegan multivitamin, and curiosity really struck me after seeing some pretty outlandish claims by people who reviewed the product, including one person who claimed the period pain and intensity of their menstrual cycle had changed and got better. I can honestly say these claims injected many doubts into my mind, but the reason why I took the plunge and actually purchased these was because SugarbearHair have actually tried to scout me many times to advertise their product in return for quite high paychecks. Why did I reject? Because I don't trust their product. And I know hair companies scout me because I have natural, long hair that is down to my thigh, which I know will be used to sell their product, probably deceitfully, and as it was a hair growth vitamin, that's not what I wanted to do. So even though this isn't a hair growth vitamin per se, it's claimed to boost the regular hair growth vitamin as well as being a women's complete multivitamin. However, is this really the case? Looking through the vitamin values within the product, at first, it seems kind of normal. There were a couple parts of the vitamin contents, however, that had me conduct a bit of extensive research and second guess this whole product because the levels seemed odd. First of all, the vitamin D. Now, there's two different forms of vitamin D. There's the vitamin, which is fat-soluble and absorbed through food, and the other one is from direct sun exposure and is a more effective form of vitamin D as opposed to the food intake one. The vitamin D in this product is at 2000 IU. IU is the measurement for fat-soluble vitamins. I will go in deeper to fat and water-soluble vitamins soon. But 2000 IU of vitamin D is 500% of the daily recommended intake. The fact that these vitamins are in the form of a gummy could possibly entice people to consume more than the daily recommended of this product, which can be somewhat concerning. Vitamin D is an essential vitamin to aid the body's absorption of calcium and phosphorus. Now, this excessive amount of vitamin D leads me to the next issue I see with the vitamin content of these vitamins: magnesium. Magnesium is detrimental to hundreds of biochemical functions within the body, including nerve and muscle function, heart and organ health, immune system function, energy production, as well as aiding the function of calcium and vitamin D absorption, bringing us back to the issue of vitamin D. Many of the articles I read about the relationship of vitamin D and magnesium recommends that a diet of increased protein and vitamin D need an intake of higher amounts of magnesium. Now, why is this an issue? Because despite the product having 500% of the RDI of vitamin D, the magnesium content is below 1% of the daily recommended. According to an article citing a study conducted by the American Institute of Health, over 65% of Americans are magnesium deficient, and senior women are at the highest risk of deficiency. Considering these vitamins are specifically marketed to being an aid with women's health, I'm finding it weird that vitamin D levels are so incredibly high, yet magnesium levels are very low, almost forgotten. And then factoring in that an increase of vitamin D means a subsequent increase of magnesium is recommended. The vitamin levels within this product are quite confusing, despite how easy it is to access information about these vitamins and how they are to be supplemented and which partnering vitamins are needed to maximize absorption of the included vitamins. This got me thinking also about other popular women's multivitamins on the market. So I researched the ingredients of Australia's top 3 selling vitamins, because that's the country I live in. Cenovus Women's, Nature's Own Women's, and Blackmore Women's multivitamin. I'm not sure if these are in other countries, but these are Australia's top 3, and since I am in Australia, these are the only ones I had a knowledge of. Now, these 3 vitamins I researched all have 200 IU of vitamin D, which is 10% the value of the SugarbearHair vitamins, and approximately 33% of the average RDI of vitamin D, and a much more reasonable and safe level of dietary support for this particular vitamin. Also, you will notice that the included value of magnesium is significantly higher within these 3 examples, with an average of approximately 17% of the RDI of magnesium, which is much better than the 1% which is included within these, and more supportive of common deficiencies within diets. Now, moving on to my personal experience with these particular vitamins. The first few days I took the full daily dosage upon waking up, and I took it with my prescribed medication for chronic illness. Within 20 minutes of taking these vitamins, I felt nauseous, and this doesn't happen with my regular pills, and I actually threw up on 2 of these occasions. Under medical guidance, I retook my regular prescribed medication and was made aware of possible causes of the nausea being reaction to the elevated fat-soluble vitamins in these multivitamins, which is quite common. I did some more research and came across multiple reasons why this nausea could have happened. 1, you may be prone to nausea if vitamins are above RDI, which this product has 2 elements above RDI, vitamin D at 500% and vitamin B12 at 133% of recommended daily intake. Second reason would be consumption of fat-soluble vitamins on an empty stomach, particularly on these easily digested vitamin gummies. They are quick to digest and they release a higher amount of vitamins within a short period of time. Possible cause 3, consumption of high amounts of fat-soluble vitamins. Now, back to fat-soluble vitamins. What is a fat-soluble vitamin, and what is the difference between fat and water-soluble? A fat-soluble vitamin is absorbed with dietary fat and are stored within the body's fatty tissues. The vitamin D and vitamin E within this product are fat-soluble. The difference between fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D and water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C is that your body stores the excess fat-soluble vitamins in fatty tissue, whereas the excess water-soluble vitamins are essentially expelled from the system via your urine. This is why you're able to consume high levels of vitamin C without major consequence, if any at all. Continuing with my experience, I didn't notice much of anything after I began taking 1 with breakfast, 1 with dinner, because they do recommend you take 2 a day. And this counteracted the nausea. So after successfully consuming these for a week, I began breaking out on my face and on my arms. My face has mostly cleared up, but I'm still having issues with a couple of quite large pimples on my face, and I've got a few on my arms. My diet hasn't changed, with the exception of adding these into my diet. Also, about 2.5 weeks into this, I began my monthly cycle, and I can tell you that it was just as painful and just as intense as it always is. So I saw no merit in that particular result, but we're all different and things work for us in different ways. My results are going to vary from others who take this product, and I have no doubt that there are people who genuinely like this product. As you can see, I didn't complete the full 30 days, I completed about 20 days, but I just didn't see a need to continue because I saw no difference, besides the fact I had a breakout on my arms for the first time in 4 years, and I probably won't bother with the rest of these because I see no point in it. I've only just stopped, so I'm hoping my skin clears up really quickly. Going deeper into the breakout issue, this product does contain biotin. Biotin is often cited as a vitamin to aid hair and nail growth. However, there have been no significantly large-scale studies to prove the effectiveness of this with hair growth. What I did find is plenty of people citing supplementary biotin causing or exacerbating acne issues. Overall, would I recommend this product? No. It's not an effective or as an effective vitamin as others on the market, as I have displayed. It is quite highly priced compared to the others on the market that offer more dietary support, and to be frank, these other vitamins probably have a lot more scientific research put behind the product. The high price tag is most likely attached to the fact that it is a gimmicky product and highly celebrity endorsed, but to each their own. If you take this supplement and have a positive experience, then I am happy for you. But I am speaking purely on my experience and my research, and I will attach the articles down below that have helped me with this video, just in case you're a little bit curious. Overall, I do not like this product, and I will not continue with it. I will not buy it again. It is extremely expensive. I think I paid about $40 something Australian for this, and in Australia we have access to once a day because there's 60 gummies in here. That is a 30-day supply, whereas we have access to 60-day supplies, so it's just not good for your money, and you can actually buy other vitamin gummies that are more vitamin enriched and a way cheaper price tag, and probably better for your health because it has more scientific research behind it. So like I said, if you like this product, then I'm very happy for you. But my experience and through a little bit of research, I have worked out that it's not effective. It didn't work for me. I do have some bumps on me now, but that is just my lived experience, and I feel like you can do so much better for a much cheaper price through things that you can get at your local drugstore or pharmacist within Australia. That's my experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I would love to be here for every single video. Like this video if you enjoyed this and want me to do this a little bit more often. Comment down below if there's something you would like to see on this channel, and I hope you all have an absolutely amazing, wonderful day. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.